Yo, what's happening everybody? King GBL here and welcome back to a brand new Go Battle League video. Today we're going to be showcasing some really fun battles in the Mountain Cup with Lapras. Lapras is a super underrated pick in this cup, and actually as it happens, running Water Gun and Ice Beam actually makes his Pokemon even better. On PvPoke it usually has the perfect movesets for Pokemon, but in this case Lapras is actually better with Water Gun and Ice Beam. Of course Ice Beam is a legacy move and you'll have to use an elite charge TM. It's not absolutely essential that you have it, but I think it does help with a little bit of extra coverage for some of the grass types in the meta, and of course there are a lot of Pokemon that resist the Surfs, and the Ice Beam can be a nice surprise for some Pokemon, I'm sure. In this particular matchup versus Gliscor, you can just go straight Surf, so it doesn't really matter. But as you guys are seeing, Lapras is just so bulky, and it just absorbs a ton of damage. If the opponent gets ahead on energy, you can always just come in with Lapras and just absorb an absolute ton of damage, so it is really good like that. Really quickly before we get into the video, we're going to play a quick game of Rock, Paper, Scissor. Now, I'm sure I don't need to explain the rules of Rock, Paper, Scissor to you, but today's game has a twist. Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to say Rock, Paper, Scissor 1, 2, 3. If I win, you're going to have to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video. Listen, I don't make the rules, but that's just how this game goes. So are you ready? Okay, so I hope you have it in your mind here. So Rock, Paper, Scissor 1, 2, 3. If you chose Scissor, congratulations, you're the new Rock, Paper, Scissor champion. However, if you choose Rock, Scissor beats Rock, and you're going to have to subscribe to the channel. Welcome. While you're at it, you might as well hit that like button and turn on post notifications as well. And as a result, you're going to get videos that you enjoy every single day. So hopping back into the battles here, we've got a Bastiodon, like I said, on the other team. The opponent is very brave for running Bastiodon on this team. Bastiodon, of course, is really annoying in the Great League, but in this cup you've got so many counter users, you've got so many ground types and everything. The Bastiodon is just, it has no place in this cup whatsoever at the moment. I'm sure it can sort of destroy the ice types, which are pretty popular, but yeah, it's definitely not looking so good for Bastiodon. Now right here, I decided to go for the Mega Horn, which is resisted, but it actually does more damage, guys, so if you can only get off one move, get off the Mega Horn if you can. A Drill Run, of course, is neutral, but it doesn't do quite as much damage. The opponent's almost letting us get up to another one, but they've overfarmed by an absolute ton, and at this point, we're going to have to eat another move. So I think the obvious play here is come in with Lapras, just absorb whatever they want to throw, and at that point we can swap into Whiscash and, you know, either farm it down or whatever, you know, because they've got a Bastiodon in the back, which, like I said, is just going to get absolutely wrecked. The opponent's going to throw off the Avalanche. I'm going to swap straight out, and they see that it's a Whiscash, and they're like, yep, I cannot win this match. So it's always nice to kind of, if you have a little bit of health on Lapras, that's the amazing thing about it, you just cannot farm it down. So the opponent has to throw a move against it, leaving my Whiscash a little bit free to farm it down and take on the Bastiodon or whatever is in the back. That's what's really good about Lapras, just absorbing a ton of energy, and just those oppressive Water Guns and Surfs and everything start adding up really quickly. Lapras beats all of the Mud Boys in the meta, and it does really well against things like Frostlass. It doesn't do too well against Walrein because it's got the Joint Water typing, but things like Alolan Ninetales, Frostlass, and all of the Mud Boys get completely destroyed by Lapras. Now you're going to see the opponent's shiny Lapras here. This is going to be interesting. Look at the damage here. We're both doing pretty much the same amount of damage to each other, even though my moves are super effective. That just goes to show the power of Lapras right here. Even like just the neutral Water Gun and the bulkiness of Lapras is equaling the damage of counters, which are super effective. Of course I let that go, and I'm thinking, okay, you're staying in with Lapras, so you must be kind of weak in the back. So at this point, I'm going to try to counter all the way down. Can I get it? Just about. So I think they reached the Surf. I think it's 12 turns for the Surf, and in comes a Razor Leaf Abomasnow. I could probably try to go for the Ice Beam right here, which would take them by surprise, but I'm a little bit afraid that they'll go for the move, which I probably shouldn't actually. I should have just built up the Ice Beam right here in this situation. I think it would have just about got to it, and that would definitely like not get shielded 100%. We can come in with Escavalier and maybe just go for a bit of a farm, but even these resisted Razor Leafs are just doing a ton of damage. We can hopefully, can we get the full farm down again? Yeah, I do just about get that full farm down. We're out of here with about 2 moves. In comes a Mawile, which honestly, like, a Mawile on your Escavalier is just a nightmare. They do get that, but yeah, we've got a Mud Boy still remaining in the back. The opponent does have a shield. They're going to have to throw off like 2 player offs to beat us here, so one of these Mud Bombs should take out the Mawile, and that's going to be a GG right there. So in this meta, you know, you're starting to see a lot of fire types, I noticed, and having the double sort of water / mud coverage in the back is really, really useful. I decided to go with Escavalier in the lead. You could go for something like Lucario in the lead as well. I even tried Frostlass, but if you go with Frostlass, you're just triple weak to Razor Leafers, basically. So maybe like a Alolan Ninetales in the front could work out well, so that you're not getting destroyed by like a Razor Leaf Abomasnow. But it works really well. You're sort of covering your weaknesses. Like in the back, Lapras, of course, doesn't want to see Lucario, which I can handle pretty well here with, of course, Escavalier. And we do catch it's shiny on shiny here. I started seeing a ton of Laprases as soon as I run it today here. But in comes the Farforn. Are we going to commit to the Ice Beam? I think I let this move go, thinking I might be able to tank it. Let's have a look. Can we tank a Power Whip? We just about can. It's funny that we're tanking super effective moves here. We can just about tank it, and we'll just get a little bit of chip on that thing. So this is exactly why we've got Escavalier in this team, just to kind of deal with these steel types and grass types, and of course, you know, fighting moves. We do take it out here in one shot, and in comes Macargo. So this is so rough for, of course, Escavalier here. We can get off a ton of damage or shield, so it does sort of work out okay for us here. We'll swap straight out into the Mud Boy, and the opponent is going to fire off a move here. Now this should be maybe like a Stone Edge or something, or yeah, Rock Tomb, so I can let that go. Really annoyingly though, the opponent's got a Lapras of their own, and if you guys have faced off against this Pokemon, at the best of times, it takes forever to take it out, but it's even worse whenever you've got debuffed attack, and we're going to need like 500 Mud Bombs here just to take this out. I think another 2 would take it out here for sure. So the water guns are adding up so quickly here on my Whiscash, and I am basically forced to shield this. If I can get out of this matchup and swap back into Escavalier, I should be able to hopefully swap after this one Mud Bomb, which will sort of release my my thing again. Even though I just got straight farm down, it only gives the opponent one fast move, and it you know, gets rid of my attack debuff. The opponent is probably not getting into another Surf here, so I'm going to throw this straight away here. I could have farmed up a little bit extra, but you guys are going to see, like, have a look at this. I'm like, right, okay, I can farm this down, I can farm this down. No, I can't, no, I can't. just about got a farm down. Lapras is so bulky, and like I said, I think the opponent probably has better IVs. This is a Lapras I got from Go Battle League rewards quite recently, so I'm like, you know what, I want to use it for this cup. I don't have good IVs, I never got a good one whenever it was first out, or the Team Rocket one. Because of course, I only started playing this game again, you know, and taking PvP sort of more seriously about 6 months ago, and I only started playing Pokemon Go about a year and a half ago after taking a long break. And yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have these like little funny picks like Lapras, Shadow, and things. Or Gliscor would be an amazing one to have as well. And we do catch that on the Whiscash. And then comes Skarmory. So we're gonna go for a Blizzard right here. We're just full sending the Blizzard. At this point, you know, this is going to do an absolute ton of damage. The opponent realizes it and they decide to shield. So this is really good at this point. I would have preferred damage over shield, but in this scenario, I'm sort of happy just to stay in here. Lapras is okay against this. Of course, it'll be like neutral water guns, and I overfarm a little bit too much here. At this point though, I have decided that I'm going to go for the double shield, and I'm happy enough just to kind of try to get a Blizzard off on this thing, or try to get it lower or whatever, or get the shields off it. We do aggro swap, and we've got a ton of energy still on that. So at this point, you were just absorbing the damage here, as I've talked about. And we're going to go for a Surf. The opponent misplays, and let's just get off the move here. They definitely should have thrown first. And yeah, I guess, are they trying to build up to like almost back to back here? If this is the Brave Bird, the water gun that I just got through, I might actually just take them out. It is Flash Cannon. What a move by the opponent. Of course that is neutral because of the water typing. But that was a big surprise. I was not expecting to see that. In comes Frostlass, who generally does not have a good matchup against Lapras. They are forced to throw off because they're probably doing 1 damage with these Powder Snows. In comes Avalanche. That was not the correct... Well, actually, no, it was the correct play, sorry. I'm sort of surprised that took out. This is kind of tough here. I can come in with Mud Boy. I'm going to go for the Mud Boy move. And lucky enough, we sort of left with that extra energy and just built up an absolute ton. That's the key thing about leaving matchups with energy and trying to leave yourself close to a move on the other side. In comes Diggersby, and what we're going to do is bank a move and swap into Escav. We can survive 1 Fire Punch here, so the opponent does need to Earthquake. And if they do Earthquake, we're going to outpace to the Blizzard. So that is super effective, but we are able to at least live 1 Earthquake. Or sorry, at least live 1 Fire Punch. That does a ton of damage as well. And the opponent is forced to throw again here, because we could probably get like a Simul KO or something, and then they'd be in such a bad position. And they go for the Fire Punch, and I decided just to get this straight out of here. I probably should have farmed up a little bit extra, because they do still have a Skarmory in the back. And as you're about to see here, this is getting close. It's so hard to farm this thing down. I knew that it was super low, but I thought maybe like 1 or 2 mud shots would take it out. Skarmory is so tanky, and it's actually a super underrated pick for this cup. There are a lot of fire types roaming around currently, so you know, maybe it's a little bit at danger currently, but I think it is underrated for sure. And we've got a very good lead here. The opponent swaps out, and it is Gliscor, and we come in straight in with the Lapras. Lapras versus Gliscor, very dominant match. As you can see, we've got them down to like half health here. I can eat an Earthquake on this, no problem. But the opponent's going for Night Slash. I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. Are they going to shield this? There's no way, right? I was like, why are you going nuts to Night Slash? Just let it go at that point. So yeah, they were trying to get the bait through, and I think if we shielded, they would have stayed in and went for the Earthquake. But in comes Lapras versus Lapras. This is where Skull Bash would be a little bit better, and at this point I'm pretty much just trying to transition out of this match. We'll do a little bit of chip on it, and as you can see, like, we're getting each other pretty low with these. The opponent's building up an absolute ton of energy, and they're obviously going to go for the Skull Bash right here. But as you can see, we're getting this pretty low, and Skull Bash, it is a resisted move, but Escavalier is just so soft that you just can't eat anything on this thing. They go for the big move, and in comes their own Escavalier. Now we're going to outpace here to the Drill Run, so we can basically get both shields off the opponent here, and the opponent will probably leave with a little bit of energy, so that will be the unfortunate thing. But as you guys have seen before, they go for the CMP tie right here. That was so risky, because if they lost CMP, that is risky for them, but a Drill Run would take us out, and we can get their last shield as well. And it's going to get to the point, like, with these counters, we're like super sort of equal here in health. We're going to get them super low as well. Now they're going to get out of here with, you know, pretty much a move. And at this point, this is where Lapras comes in and just nom nom nom. It is time for Lapras to eat some energy. Drill Run will take us out. I'm happy enough. We'll just come in and farm down with Mud Boy. And yeah, in comes their own Lapras. And yeah, there's nothing they can do. They basically expended all of their energy on that Skull Bash. And that's why I prefer Ice Beam as well. Like, getting up to the Skull Bash takes a while. Of course, Skull Bash is better for the mirror match, but it takes so long to get to it. And yeah, it's just kind of a crazy move, but GG's, we're doing really well so far, and overall I had some good success with this team. I tried this team with Frostlass in the front, and I highly don't recommend it. If you get one Fire type or one Razor Leafer, well, a Fire type is fine, but if you get a Razor Leafer, you're in a lot of trouble. And that's exactly what I seen first match when I tried Frostlass in the lead. Overall though, this team works really well together, and you know, I would actually recommend trying it out. You could try like different Pokemon in different places, but Lapras, overall, it's even just a good safe swap if you want to run like an ABC sort of style team. As you guys seen before, Lapras can do okay here. I think I can live a Drill Run here. So let's have a look. It is an Acid Spray, so I'm sort of glad I called that. And I actually, yeah, so I built up to the Ice Beam and just go for the Surf. I thought I threw an Ice Beam here. Definitely one of these matches I threw the Ice Beam by mistake, and the opponent counters us down. So this is kind of rough at this point. I'm coming into the mirror match, but it's like, is it going to be the Drill Run? Is it going to be the Ice Beam? I decide to call it. Or sorry, is it going to be the Acid Spray? We can live one Drill Run, which is good. And can we get the counter down? We do. So that's about the most perfect scenario. I make a slight mistake here by going for Drill Run. I should go for Mega Horn, which will do the most damage. Let's see, hopefully that doesn't cost us here. But we only have our Whiscash left. We do have 2 shields, and we're going to build up to the Blizzard here. So I have to shield up a potential Blizzard because it is a little bit risky. The opponent does go for the bait, and yeah, in comes their own Walrein. Now, we've got a ton of energy, so this is going to get a little bit close actually. The opponent will need a couple of Icicle Spears or to land an Earthquake, and like I said, we're just absolutely loaded on energy, so we can get this Walrein super low. Walrein is a very bulky, tanky Pokemon, as you guys have seen, and we're just spamming these moves off like crazy. That's what I love about Whiscash. The Mud Bombs are just so nice, and they hit so neutrally across the board. Now, if I can shield up an Earthquake here and get them dry, I do expect this to be the Icicle Spear, so that was a bit of a savage call. I decided to catch the second one on the Escavalier, so I made a really good play here, predicting that they would go for the bait. And at this point, we can come in. Can we get the full farm down? The opponent swaps back out again. In comes their own Whiscash, and we are forced to shield this up. So this, yeah, this will be a Mud Bomb. They left with a Mud Bomb. And can we get to 2? No, I think this is just a little bit too tall of an order. I tried my absolute best to dance my way around that. I think we won CMP right there as well. And this isn't going to quite take out, unfortunately, folks. So we made a nice catch. We done the best possible play. And I just top left there before the opponent can throw it off. Just so we don't have to watch the animation. But GG's, unlucky there. And we're currently 3 out of 4 in this set. Definitely having a good set with this so far. So hopefully we can win this next one, and it will be a very positive set for us here. Escavalier is coming into Gliscor, so we have probably like better options in the back. My best option would be Lapras, and in comes a Lucario. Big mistake by the opponent. You do not swap Lucario into my my Mud Boy. They're going to get punished for this. I got a lot of lag right here, which is super annoying. This happens to me all the time. I'm digging my bubbles and get lag. I would have been able to farm down there, or even one-shot the thing, so that's super annoying. I had to invest a shield because the game lagged on me, but it is what it is. At least I'm coming out with extra energy, and I'm just going to go straight for the Blizzard here. Either guarantee the knockout or guarantee the shield. The opponent will basically have to go for Night Slash plus a couple of wing attacks. And I think at this point, I could actually shield this up here. No, I don't. So I'm happy enough with this. Just come in with Lapras and just start water gunning like crazy. The opponent goes for an undercharge here, I think. So I decide to swap out. I'm not going to let them get that extra energy. Letting a Gliscor get energy is super risky, and we're going to start spamming off a couple of Surfs against the Escavalier here. The opponents, like I said, they're doing quite a lot of damage, but look at this. Look at this, folks. We're just absolutely shredding through this thing. And we're actually going to get the Lapras back out on the other side here, hopefully, as well. Yeah, but they don't even get off the second move. So I can just start going for these. So again, this is going to be very, very close. Gliscor can be a bit of a pain to deal with. We've got the opponent's last shield, and we are doing super effective damage here. The opponent will throw off a move, and this will most likely take us out. It is a Night Slash, and as you can see, it's just not doing that much damage. So at this point, I've got a really weak Mud Boy in the back, and I've got an Escavalier. So I'm going to come in with Escavalier, and I catch the Earthquake, ladies and gents. I catch the Earthquake. That was my win condition for this match. I tried to go for the CMP as well. Not that it would have made a difference. And at this point, guys, we can farm the whole way up to the Mega Horn, and that is going to take it out. I think a Drill one might have took out, but I just wanted to be absolutely sure, and we do take it out. We made a game-winning catch, and that's always an amazing feeling. Yesterday I was playing really well, and actually I was playing some more battles after this with a Diggersby, Ferocious, and Escavalier team. I ended up getting up to over 2300 for the second time this season, and unfortunately I didn't record my battles, so I won't be able to upload that. I might do some more battles with it later on, and showcase it in a video tomorrow. But we've got a really fun video coming up today with Seismitoad, which is a battle submission. So if you guys are using any really fun, strong, or like spicy picks in this cup, guys, send them in to me. I really love reacting to those videos, especially if it's a spicy pick. Send those in and I'll react to them for you. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you all next time for a brand new video.